Troy, now we're down here on the 4th hole. We got a group of guys out here doing a lot of work. Tell me and the membership what everyone's doing behind us.
All right, so right now we're doing some main line. The main line actually has been trenched, and they're using the vibrator compactor to compact the soil so it doesn't settle, those trenches don't settle later. And so we got the 6-inch main line. This main line connects all the way to the source up on 6. So it started at a 12-inch main. And then as it branches out onto the other parts of the golf course, the pipe size goes down, the diameter of the pipe. That's the high-density polyethylene pipe. And those main lines will come off those main lines and we'll run laterals. They'll pull the laterals through the soil. And those are always 2-inch high-density polyethylene pipe, 2-inch laterals, where they'll put the sprinklers and the quick couplers, etc. So you can see they're doing a nice job making sure that everything's compacted properly. And that main line will eventually run down to 3, 2, and the goal is to have the entire system looped so that you get good pressure throughout the golf course. Here with Jonathan from Integrity. Hi, Jonathan. And Jonathan's actually one of the most important components of this new irrigation system is the splicing. And the 2-wire splicing, there's very particular ways that through Toro, proven ways to make sure the system lasts. And Jonathan's doing a great job with it now with our splice kit. It's a special splice kit that we use to ensure that we do not lose power throughout the system. So this is the new 2-wire system that we've implemented for our new irrigation system. This is the Toro Infinity head. What's really great about it is once he's done splicing, all those wires get tucked into the sprinkler head and protected, coiled up and protected in there, as opposed to being in the soil and the dirt like previous irrigation systems, so like the satellite systems. Here we are on the 6th green, and as we saw earlier, Jonathan was from Integrity was doing the final splices on the head behind the green. And here, right here is the finished product. So this is the Toro Infinity head. There's 2 heads here. One irrigates the green, and the other one, the POA on the green, the other one irrigates the Bermuda grass. So we have single head control, individual head control for each one, because they both have different water requirements. You know, one being a warm season grass, the Coachella, and the POA on the collars and the green. So they all get arced, you know, and we angle them and arc them perfectly so that they water what they need to, 180 or 190 or whatever it needs to be. And these also have those new trajectory adjustable nozzles. Probably won't use them a lot in the flatter areas, but they'll be really crucial for us on some of these bankings and slopes. Here we are on the 5th tee at the farms, and of course, this tee, all the tees have been scheduled to be laser leveled, so they're perfectly level. And as you can see, this tee, many of the tees also we're enlarging. Okay, so we can have better, increased square footage and a better chance to give us the best turf conditions possible, especially on the par 3s. Here we are, this is our first batch of Coachella we put down. And it looks pretty amazing. It looks like Lola really likes it. So this is our first. We put down 1,000 square feet today, so the sod has begun here at the farms. Again, Coachella derived from UCR Riverside, drought tolerance, cold weather tolerance, stays green all winter for us, so upright growth, really excited about that.
Troy, we're out here on the bridge on number 7. This is the bridge you drive off the tee over to the fairway. And why don't you show the membership what we found during this project and how beautiful it's going to look?
So we sort of uncovered a hidden gem, part of this golf course that honestly, even me, I wasn't quite aware of. So this area on the left of the bridge had always been overgrown with tules. There was a massive acacia and all sorts of plants and everything. And we removed it all, and we found that actually the lake expands towards the 4th green. And so we're gonna put our vertical plank wood walls in, and it's gonna be just a beautiful improvement when you play the hole, when you come over the bridge, the beauty of it. It also is gonna come into play a little bit on the 4th hole. If you hit a errant shot left, you got a new hazard sort of to deal with. So I think it's just something we uncovered that's it's a little magical part of the golf course we didn't know about.
How does the water come into this area from the other holes?
So, okay, so interesting. So the lakes, and a lot of people ask me like, do you fill the lakes? And we don't ever fill the lakes. So the lakes are filled off by stormwater runoff. And if you actually look down that end, there's a pipe there, 24-inch pipe that feeds this lake. This lake on 16, 15 also gets fed from the number 2 creek, from runoff water, stormwater runoff, and casual water runoff from Santa Luz and that area that heads this direction through the creek on 2, fills the lake on 3, then overfills the lake on 3, through the creek on 4, and into the 16th lake. And obviously water seeks its own level. So this will, fill itself to the spill. We have a spill level sort of over there, a concrete spill well, and that's the level of the lake. It's on the other side of the lake over by the 14th green area. Here we are in the 5th hole, and a really good time to check out this construction. The bunkers. We see our new bunkers. The drainage has already been put in, obviously shaped and drainage, and now what you see there, that black geotextile fabric, that's called Mirify. That's a Mirify liner that is actually used. Tim specs it in all his dye bunkers. His bunkers are flatter, and it's a geotextile liner that will, the fabric that'll stop soil contamination into the sand, but will allow water to go through into the drain. So really cool fabric, something hopefully you never get to see because the sand will be over at 4 to 6 inches, and that's what's under the sand.